Hello guys, welcome back to Architectural World. Please, if you're just joining this channel, if this is your first time stopping by, or let me say, is this your first time passing by, then you come across the channel, please kindly subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell because we have a lot of amazing package for you. And please don't forget to like, drop a comment in case you want us to teach anything. Just hit it on the comment section, and if you see that we're having lackings, also do that on the comment section. We're going to correct whatever we're doing wrongly. So guys, we're still working on how to complete a building plan, and we're through with our foundation layout from our previous class. We have our detailing all here. You can see it very well. These are dimension, then these are our four side elevation, then these are our roof. So what we're going to do right now, I want us to work this project from step by step. So first of all, let's go into this file. We have 01, 001, 002. These two files is going to be done with CorelDRAW. Let me show you. It's going to be done with CorelDRAW. Okay, let me open it so you see it very well. It's going to be done with CorelDRAW. So that's going to be the last part of this class. So you stay to the end. Make sure you follow us to the end, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to. So we're going to go with 001. Then we'll go with okay, let's say it's loading. I just turned on my system, so it's a little bit slow. Okay, this is going to be done with CorelDRAW. This is the last part of the project. CorelDRAW, that's 001. Then let's check the next one. What's the next one? The next one is 00. No, just 01. This is the main project. This 001 and 002 is the front page, and it's going to be done with CorelDRAW. So let's check this 01 first. Let's see what we have in this 01. This is the main building plan. This is a bungalow rendering that we're doing. How to complete your bungalow plan for printing. This is what we want to do right now. If you on it, just stick to it. Okay, so 001 is loading. Okay, sorry, I've not opened it. 001, let's see. Okay, this 001 architectural drawing. So I'm going to do this right now. I'm going to do this 001 right now. So for you to get this done, you come here to this spot. You come to this spot, we pick our line tools, we pick a rectangular line tools. It's already on solid, so you just come to this part, you choose the thickness. Okay, I use a thickness of, let's say, okay, 66. No, too low. Okay, let me use this. So I'll just pick it up. I'll create a drag here. Okay, I'll create a drag here, then I'll create another drag here, like a form of a border. Okay, I'll move it this way a little so it fits in perfectly. So the next thing I need right now is my fill. I'll come to my fill tools, I'll change it to rectangular. I'll make sure all this are on black paint. So I'll just pick this here, and I'm going to paste it here. Okay, so I'll copy this. I'll create a copy of this so they can all be on the same size. So I'll create a copy of this. I'll take this, I'll offset this to the spot, then I'll offset this to the spot. Okay, so I'll create a copy of these two files. I'll copy it, I'll move it here. Okay, I'm okay with this. So I'll bring this down to the spot, then I'll take this up to the spot. Okay, doing this, I'll come to this part. I already have it tells tools here, so I'll just create a copy of this. No need of taking new text. I'll take a copy of this, I'll paste it here. I'll turn on my caps lock. I'll change here to architectural, okay, slash drawings. Okay, drawings. So let me expand this first before I increase the front. Expand. Okay, so right here I'm going to increase the front. I'll increase the front. Okay, so I'll bring this here. I'm still working on it, guys. I still want to increase it. Okay, so you increase it because it's what you're working on right now. So let me drag this to here. Okay, I think it's too obvious now. Yeah, you can see it very well. It's too obvious now, so I'll have to reduce it. Let me reduce the front. Okay, I think it's okay like this. Okay, let me see. Okay, it's okay like this. I'll bring this a little bit down. It's too up. Okay, so I'll bring this down a little bit to the spot. Okay, yeah, perfect. So you can see we just did our first page. This 001 architectural drawing. This is what we just did right now. So remember to save your project, guys. Always remember to save your project so you don't miss out anything. This 001. So let's check for the next. What's the next? 002. Let's see what is 002. Okay, let's see what is 002. 002 is known as site plan. It's also, the real name is site analysis, site plan. This is where you have to work out all the dimensions, the square meter of the land, whatsoever is left after your building, the total square meter of the land, the total square meter of your building, the soakaway being the safety tanks or placements, the place for the water, everything. This is what it means by site analysis. So this is the area where you need to concentrate very much on. It's called site analysis. You don't need to skip any part of this place. So first we'll come back here for you to get your site analysis, because this is the building. Now let's assume the client gives me a land size of 30 meter by 15 meter. I'm going to come to that. First, for you to get your site analysis, you come to your field tools, you pick your polygonal line, you trace this. You have to trace your design from all edge. You have to trace your design. You traced your design very well, carefully. You can see the way I'm tracing mine. You have to trace it from all ends, don't make mistake, or this is what you need to work on site analysis. So you traced your design, you traced it very well from edge to edge, carefully, edge to edge, carefully. Okay, edge to edge, carefully. Yep, edge to edge, carefully. You come here, you traced it, traced your design carefully, like as I'm doing mine. Traced it carefully because you need it right now. So I'll come here, I'll pick it up. I don't need that design there, so I just gonna take it on a straight wall. Traced it carefully. You can see what I'm doing. You need it on site analysis. So traced whatever design you just did that you want to print out for construction. Okay, so after that, click any part and move this, drag this off the spot, paste it anywhere. Let me say I want to drag it here. Okay, then I want to rotate it. Don't like it like this. I want to rotate it. Okay, now the next thing you need to do is change all those things. Change it to your preferred sign. You change these colors to white though. Yep, so you change it to your preferred sign. You can see it very well. Now this is what I just did. Now the site analysis, please save your project. Don't forget that. Always remember to save your project. So the next thing you want to do now is the dimension. You have to take this endpoint to this endpoint and dimension it. Let me show you something. There are two ways to create this dimension. Then you have to take this endpoint again, then take the next endpoint of a project and dimension it. Okay, now you can see very well that the dimension is very small. Like you can see it here, it's very small. Let me show you. You can see it's very hard for you to interpret it because it's small. So if you don't want to do it this way, this is the other method that you can use. You come to this part, you pick your line tools, you come here. Okay, you create a line here, you create a guideline here to this spot, you create another guideline here to this spot, you create a guideline here to this spot, you create another guideline here to this spot. Then you pick any of the tests. You pick your test here. You already have it already, so you create a copy of a test here, you bring it to the spot. Okay, you paste it here, you put in that digit 16.97. I think so. What did I have there? Sorry, 16.957. I drop it here, 16.9507. I want to change this to this. Then I want to reduce the font a little. Okay, now you see, so I'm going to delete this because I don't need this anymore. Then I'll move this to fit in here. You can see this is much bolder than the first, so I'm going to rotate a copy of this. I'll rotate a copy of this. Okay, so I'm going to put in 13.7, let's say 13.700. okay, 13.700. so I'll take this and delete this off. Then I'll move this to the spot. perfect. So you can see it's not bold enough for anybody to see through. So after doing that, the next thing you want to do right now is the land analysis. Now let's assume I'm giving a land size of 15 meter by 30 meter. So I'm going to draw the land. Now this is the land. Let me assume this is the land. Then you're going to work with your surveyor plan. That's a 30 meter in length, 30 meter in length, then 15 meter in width, 15 meter in width. So you check your surveyor plan. This is the land the client gives me to work on. This is the land. Now let's assume this is the land, and my design is a little bit complicated, so I can't use 15 meter on this. So I'm going to use approximately, I'll pick my line tools again. You know, whatever you're designing must fit into the land. So I'm going to use here for, let's say, 25 meter given. Then I'm going to use here 16.5 meter as the land size. 16.5 meter. Sorry, my bad. I'll pick it up again. I'm not supposed to put a point. Let's say 25 meter, then 16,500. Okay, now this is the land I got. This is my land size. I come down to this spot. Now when you're creating a design, you need to consider the hanging of the clothes, where the occupant, where they have to hang their clothes. Now I want those clothes hanging to be at the back. So I'm going to drag this off. Let's say I want the back to have a 4 feet spacing. That's 1.2 meter. That's 1.2 meter spacing. That's what I want at the back. 1 to 100 for clothes alone. Okay, so I'm going to drag this to the spot. I'm trying to show you what to do, how to do your site analysis. So I'll drag this to the spot. That's 1.2 meter there. Then I want the space between these two walls to be 1 meter, because I don't want to waste the land. So I want this to be 1 meter. I want this to be 1 meter. So when you're doing your design, always put this into consideration. I want this to be 1 meter because I need all the space. So I'll drag this to 1 meter, be in this spot. Okay, so I'll take this off. You know, it's not possible for you to have a square land like this. You're just going to plot your land according to the way it is. You have to plot it according to the way it is carefully. It's not, if you check this design very well, you can see that this land is not square. It's not square. So you just have to plot your land exactly the way it is. Don't use because I'm doing a straight wall, then you want to do it as a straight wall too. No, don't do that. So the next thing I'm going to take is my line tools. I'll pick this stuff. I'll come to this place. I'll create a rectangular box here that's working as the gate. I'm going to paste it at the middle of this place. I'll paste it here. Then I'll change this. I'll move this to 4 meter. Let's say 4 meter is okay, or you can start to do it 3 meter, but I'm going to take 4 meter on this. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to create a copy of this. I'll create a copy of this. That's the beacon. This is the beacon. I'll paste it here. I'll create another copy of this. There's the beacon. I'll paste it here. I'll create another copy of this. There's the beacon. I'll paste it here. Fine. This is the access road. So the next thing you're going to do, you take your line tools, you take your dash tools, you come to the spot, then you create this as the gate. This is the gate. You create it here to indicate that this is the gate. We're going to label it. So that's the gate. Now in this project, I don't want my sockaway pit to be at the back. I want it to be at this region. Then I want my tank stand to be within this region. So this is where you consider, do you want the tank stand to be at the back or you want it at the front, depending on your design. If it is complicated that the land is somehow, that's when you determine the site analysis. Now let me show you something like this. You can see I have a design that permits this tank stand to be here. Due to my design, you can see I have a bev here that permits this tank stand. But assuming I didn't have the design like this, do I want to shift this wall back to have this tank stand, or do I want to place this tank stand at the front? And placing the tank stand at the front is not advisable because it's going to spoil the shape of the design. So I'm going to change this wall. I'm going to take this wall backward a bit to the front so my tank stand can come to the back. Okay, now you can see it very well. My tank stand is going to be at the back. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do right now is, let's check this. Okay, my sockaway, then my tank. First I'll come here. I want to create my tank here. So tank is always a square. You can decide to use a square tank. So if I paste it here, if you're coming through this way, you're going to see it. So I'm going to hide it at the back. So let's assume I have my tank here of first 225 column size. No, sorry to say, I have my tank stand here of 1.2 meters square. That is the final base. 1.2 meters square. You can see it very well. This is not 1.2 meters square. Let's come back here. Let's change this to solid. Change this to solid. I have here, this is a bungalow, so 1.2 meters square is going to pick it up. 1,200 or 1,200 is going to pick it up. So this is my tank stand. You can see this is my tank stand. So I'll create this. I'll create another line here to indicate what I'm doing. So I'm going to create another line here. Okay, so it's choice. I could just decide to indicate the workforce here. It's really not necessary though, but I could just decide to put it. So I'll come here. I'll come here. Okay, so let's see what I have there. Okay, these are the columns. So the next thing you want to do right now is to label it. You pick your text tools, so it could be easy to identify. You pick your text tools, you come here, you paste it here, you indicate it tank, indicate it here as tank. You reduce the front so it will be a little bit smaller to fit in. Tank, that's all. You through with this. So now you need to consider your borehole. Now let's assume you have your tank here and you want to put your sucker pit here. So I think we should have the borehole here. So you pick your cycle tools, you change this to your green indicator, then you check very well. Place your borehole here. Place your borehole here. This is okay. Place your borehole here. That's a guide of it. Okay, you move this to the center point. Okay, so this was supposed to be filled. This was supposed to be used with field. Okay, it's okay. So I just take my text again. I'll create a copy of the text. I'll create a copy of this. Always indicate all those things that I'm indicating. That's why it's called site analysis. It's very, very important. So I'll come here. I'll type in borehole. Borehole here. Okay. So you can see very well. This is a borehole. Then this is the tank. So the next thing is my soakaway. Let me see. Okay, safety tank. I'll come here. I want to place the soakaway here. Assuming there's a security house here, the soakaway has to be here. But these days we build soakaways that is motorable. Our cars drive on them. So you can place the soakaway anywhere in this compound that you feel you think is okay. You can place it here or you can place it here. The car is going to drive it. All you just need to do is make sure the reinforcement is okay, then you deck it as a slab. So but I'm going to paste this here. I just pick my square here. I'll take this to the spot. Okay, I want to give it like 1.2 meter from the main building, so I'm going to take this. I'm going to take it this way, then I'll create the next one this way. Okay, this was supposed to be mechanical. This is the mechanical part of this project, not the architectural. But just because I really want to do all together, that's why I'm doing it. But definitely this was supposed to be the mechanical. So but it's lucky, you guys are lucky, I'm already doing the mechanical part of it. So this is the mechanical. So I'll come here. What's next? Okay, this is the safety tank. This stuff you see in between here is pipe. So this is safety tank and this is for the waste. So you just come here, you pick your test tools as usual. Let me take this, take your test tools, you create a copy of it. Okay, so you label here. Okay, you rotate it, you rotate, you bring this here. Okay, what's next? Let me check what I got there. Okay, the chamber, the pipes. I didn't indicate the pipes. So right here you could just pick your line tools, then you could indicate a little pipe connection between these two, then an external pipe connection between these two. These are mechanical jobs. So you can see we have our soakaway. So you can decide to label it to, let's say we have our safety tank, this safety tank, but it's not really necessary for you to label it. So now this is done here. The next thing you need to do here is your access route. So now taking this to be my access route, I'll pick my line tools, I'll make it the dash tools, then I'll create my access route from here. I'll create my access route from here. Okay, now this is my access route. I'll create it here again. Should be around 3 meter, or let's say 4.5 meter is okay. 4.5 meter is okay. So I pick my access route. Now what do I need? Now I need cars. So I come to my design, I'll come to objects, I'll come to the object setting. Okay, I'll type in cars. I want to search for cars. Okay, okay, so I'm okay with this. I'm just gonna pick this and pick this. Okay, I'll paste one here. I'm gonna rotate it. I'll paste another car here. Then let me drag this back a bit. This has to come back. Okay, so this is site analysis. You can do all those things sometimes, but sometimes you also don't do them, but it's good to do them so the client understand the space he or she has left in his project in the land. So this is the access route. You can see very well, this is the access route. So automatically you can decide to increase this a bit. This is just government property, so you don't really need to consider that. This is the access route. You can decide to put more objects. You can decide to put human beings or living things and the rest, dogs, whatsoever you so feel like you want to do. Then the next thing, assuming the client is you want to plant flowers in any place, you indicate it here. Please save your project, don't forget that. So you can see now this is done. So the next thing you want to do right now is to indicate the label of the land, as in the dimension of the land, sorry to say. So I'm going to copy this, I'm going to paste it here. Don't forget, initially I told you that I was working with 25 meter. Okay, that's what I was working on, 25 meter. So you paste it there. Okay, let me show you what I just did. Okay, I didn't put it there, so I'm trying to create other spots. So I'm working with 25 meter. So I'll create a copy of this, I drop it here, likewise the same. So I'm going to rotate a copy, then I'll paste it here. I'm going to put it here, and this is 16.5, this is 16, I could just do 16,500. Okay, 16,500. Then I could just do here 25 meter, so it could be easy for you to understand. Putting the decimal to say, so I'm just gonna do here 25 meter likewise. Okay, so I could copy this likewise. I'll copy this to the spot and put it here. Copy this and put it here. Then I need the label here. I need the label to go on gate. I'm gonna put it here. Gate. Now the next thing for you to do, you see this four spots. You check your surveyor plan very well, because this is the land, something like this. This land does not have a surveyor plan. They just say I should work with it. Okay, let me look for a project that has that. Hold on, I'm with you. Let me look for a project that has that completely. I have everything on my system because I do my jobs neatly. Okay, let me look for a project that has site analysis. Hold on, let me look for it so you understand what I'm doing. But this is story building, new files. Okay, this is story building. What am I working on? O2, working on O2. Let me look for O2. Come here, let's see. O2. Okay, now you see this entirely a different project. You can see how it's been arranged. You can see now this is what I was looking for. I had my dimension here. You can see I have my dimension here, I have my dimension here, this suckaway, and this is the tank stand. These are the cars that are going to go through the compound. There's the gate. You can see it very well. Let me create a zoom for you so you understand it. You can see it very well. Now this was what I was looking for. These 4 coordinates. This is a surveyor plan, a registered surveyor plan. So you need to look into your surveyor plan, then you inscribe these coordinates. You can see this thing. These are the coordinates of the plan. I don't have it. I'm not working with a real plan. That's what I'm just trying to show you. I'm not going to do it. this is the coordinates. This is the coordinates of the plan. You can see this, all this part is the coordinates. So you're going to take them according to the north, south, east, and west to all four angles. Let me go back to our project. Okay, you're going to paste, you're going to write the first coordinate here, then you write the second coordinate here, then you write the next one here, then you put the next one here. You can see it very well. That's what you need to do. So after doing that, you can decide to indicate this line, this road. If it is on your surveyor plan, you can decide to indicate it. So after that being done, you're good with this project. So the next thing is to dimension the place that you think is necessary. You come to your document, you pick your dimension tools. So you dimension from this spot to this spot. You dimension this, you come to this spot, you just dimension some few part of it to help in easy construction. You dimension this to this part, you come here, okay, you come to this part again, you just create some dimensions here too, something like this, okay, to help as guide. So you could just decide to take a dimension from this spot to this spot. Okay, now okay, you can see. So after doing this, what do you need to do now? Let's check. Okay, after doing this, you need to know the areas of plots, the half of plots, and the area built. Now let's go back to our project. This is what is called site analysis. Now if you check your surveyor plan, there's going to be a total square meter of the land you're giving to design. Taking for example, I'm using 25 meter. Sorry, let me indicate meter to this. So okay, let me do the same thing here. Always put meter indication here. Okay, let me put this here. Okay, let me put my meter here. Now I'm not working with the surveyor plan, so I'm going to work with just my own calculation. So let me see my total area of land. I have 25 meter, then 16.500. That's 412,500 square meter. This is what I have. Okay, so I'm gonna take the first 3 digits of that. So now what do I need? I'll pick my test tools. Let me pick these test tools. I'll create a copy of this, I'll paste it here. I'll put it area of plot, being the total area of plot. This is total area of plot. Total area of plot. Okay, I'll change this. I'm gonna use a different test for this. Total area of plot, expand. I still need to expand it. Okay, total area of plot. So I'll duplicate this. I'll create another duplicate of it. Then I'll create the last duplicate of it. Now check what I'm doing. I'm going to edit all the labels. Now what's the next? The next is half, area built, and area unbuilt. So I'm going to come here to half of plot. After the total area, you need to know the half. Then this area built, okay, this area built. Then this unbuilt, being the leftover. This is the unbuilt. Okay, unbuilt part of it. Now I'll come here, I'll pick another test tools, I'll create a copy of this, I'll paste it here. Now what's the area of my plot? I just did my calculation and I have this is the plot 412. Okay, 500 square meter. This area of my plot. You can see it very well. Then I'll create a copy here, I'll paste it. Half of plot, I'm going to divide this by half of plot divided by 2. That's this is what you need to do here. You need to create a division, divide by 2. You need to check your surveyor plan. It's what you have in your surveyor plan that you're going to be using here. So you divide whatever you have there by 2. divide it by 2. I got this. Okay, now I have this. Now I'm trying to do the site analysis. This is what is on your survey plan initially, and so you have to divide it by 2, being this. Now area built means this. Since we don't have security house on this project, the area built on this project, let me say my project, is from this angle to this angle. So how do you calculate it? You multiply. Now you're trying to get the square root of this. You multiply 16, I have 16.597 times 13.700. that is, it gives me, I'll create a copy of this because I want to use it as test. I'll come down to this spot, I'll paste it here. It gives me, let's say, 227.379 approximately. This is the total square meter of my building, of this building. So what do? You need to, on built area, you have to minus this area built from the area of plot. I'm trying to show you something very, very important. This is something you're supposed to pay a huge amount to get, how to calculate the square meter of a land. You're going to minus this unbuilt area, like this area built from the area of plot. So that is, let's say my area of plot is 412,500, then minus 227.379. Okay, I'm sure 22379. okay, 227,379. Okay, now this area unbuilt, let me show you. This is my area unbuilt. That's 18,521 square meter. So you see it very well. Now how do you calculate it? First, area of plot, you're going to check your survey plan is already there. The half of plot, you divide whatever is on your survey plan by 2. Then you come to the area built. For you to get the area built, you need to check the external wall of this building. That is the reason why I traced it. You need to multiply the external wall with the internal, with the right side and the left hand side. You need to multiply it, then it will give you this figure. Now to have the unbuilt area, you need to minus this area built from the area of plot, then you get it into the unbuilt part of it. So thank you guys. I just want you guys to understand everything very well. Now the next thing is for us to save our project. Then let's create the table for it. Let's create the table for it. So guys, so the next thing we're going to do right now, let's see, let's check our PDF file. Wait, let me create a zoom. Hold on, let's create a zoom for this. So we have all these parts, so the next thing we need right now is this part. Let me show you. Okay, now this is the part we need. This is the part that contains the client name, location, detailing. You can see this project type, proposed residential development for the client name. So I'm going to use exactly this. I'm using this for this job. So I'm just going to copy. Now this is what we do. We'll come down here, we pick our line tools, we pick the rectangular from, we change this to black, change this to solid. Okay, so you pick it here, paste it here. Let's come down to the spot, you put the first one here. We're going to copy this, paste this here. Okay, so we'll create another line tools, like this. This time we'll bring it down a bit. Okay, we paste it there. So now what we're working on right now is this down layouts. We're trying to create the labels, for this. So I'm gonna, let me check how many labels I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 labels. So I'm gonna copy this. I'll copy this. I'm gonna show you how to do it. I'm gonna copy this. I'm coming. Hold on. So now I'm going to take my test tools. I'll take my test tool. Either I take my test tools or I create a copy. I'm just going to take a copy of this. I'll paste it here. Okay, I'm going to paste what I copied, then I will explain to you. I'm going to paste what I copied, then I'm going to explain to you. I'm coming. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm going to explain what I did to you. I'm coming. Let me just get it done first. Okay, I think everything was copied, but I don't want to copy everything. Everything was copied. Hold on. Let me take the first one I want. Okay, this is the first one I want. Okay, now you can see I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna explain this to you. Hold on. I just want to. I'm using this same stuff I used the first time because I don't want to create another outfit. Now, this is the title page. This is the title page. You can see this project title. Now it's proposed residential development for. You put the client's name, then you put the address and the local government. You can find all these details from the client name to the local government on the survey plan. You can find that on the survey plan without you stressing yourself. Then the next thing you're going to do here, you create a copy of this. I create a copy of this. I'm going to put border on it. Then I'll do it this way. Okay, I'll paste what I copied. Then I'll bring it here to consultant. Okay, it's gonna end for consultant. I'm coming. Hold on. You know how we normally do it. Okay. Okay. It's coming this way. Taking this off. Okay. Hold on. I'm with you. Let me check. You can see the next thing is company consultant. So after the consultant, the next thing we have is this. So I'll come here. You see, now this is the company consultant. You can decide to increase this front. You can decide to increase this front. This is the next. You just move the test tools. Now this is the company's name. This is my company name, Nice Touch Construction Nigeria Limited, and this is my registration number. This is my phone, my location, and this is my phone number. So you need to indicate first. Let's go this way. First is the project title, then the proposed residential development for Mr. or Mrs. whatever is the name of your client, then the address and the state of your client. Then the next profile is for you, that's company consultant. You're going to put your company name or whatever name you want to put here. Then you put your registration number if you're registered, then you put your location, then you put your phone number. It helps to trace in case maybe somebody developing trends on your job, and it's easy for the person to trace you or call you. So that's the purpose of this. So the next thing I'm going to do right now, I'm going to create another copy of this. I'll create another copy of this to this spot. Okay, I'll create another copy of this to this spot. Let me see what I have there. I have the same label, so I'm going to repeat what I just did. I'm going to delete this and paste. I'll paste this there, then I'll bring this to I'm coming. Hold on. John. Okay, draw sheet. I'm coming. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to delete what I copied from my PDF file. So once I'm done, I'm going to bring them to your notice. Where did it stop? Dates. It stops at the date part. Okay, so I'm going to put here joined by. Okay, I have a dash sign and everything. So now I'll bring this here, I'll bring this here, I'll bring this here, I'll bring this here. Okay, now I'll take this off, bring this here. Okay, so what do? You just need to expand this a bit backward. Okay, so now what I need to do right now is indicate what I'm doing. I have to indicate it here. I'm coming. Hold on, let me just paste it a little so I can work with it. Okay, I think I'm okay with this. Now first, the first layer, you can decide to put your tags on this part, or you can decide to use this part. Me, I prefer using this part. So the first layout is about the client. The second layout is about you. That's the second layout. Then the third layout is about same you. So drawn by, you need a dash line here. I'm going to create a dash on this spot to this spot. Then I'll create another dash from this spot. Sorry, bad. I'll create a dash from this spot to this spot. So I'm going to copy this dash. I'm going to copy this. Okay, I'll create a copy of this. Upward. I'll create another copy of it. Downward. Okay, now the first one is about the client. The second part is about you, and likewise the third part, that's drawn by, this is my company's name, designed by, this is my name, then checked by, in case you have any architect that's going to check your design, you indicate the architect name. If you don't have any architect, you just let it go. Then this is the date. You're going to put the date of the project. You have to put the date of the project there. So after that being done, let's go for the next page. The next page is called site analysis. This is where you get all these stuffs. This is the last page. Join sheets, title, site analysis, scale of land, then sheet number. We're going to go into that. First, I'll create a copy of this again. I'll create a copy of this. I'll copy this again. Okay, I'll copy it and paste it here. Then I'm going to delete as usual. I'm going to delete. Then I'm going to paste in the new one. Okay, I'm going to arrange it. Hold on. So I'm going to come back here, check by date. Okay, so let me delete this off first. Perfect. Okay, so we have it now. How do we arrange it? Okay, now sheet, drawing sheet title. This is the title. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. You put this drawing sheet title, then you give it a space here. This is scale. How did I do it? Okay, same line. I have a double slash here. Then this is the scale. Then this is the sheet number. This is the sheet number. Don't forget, this is sheet 1. You understand? There's the sheet number. This is sheet 2. Sheet 2 from our PDF. Let me show you. Let me show you that. This sheet 2 from our PDF file. Okay, so I'll bring this here. I'll create a line 2 here. On this spot, I'm going to create a line 2s here. Okay, so that be done. This is all. I just want to reduce this table. I want to reduce this table. It's too big. I don't like it. So I'm gonna create it again. I'll create it again to this spot. It's too big for me. So I'm gonna take it here. Then I'll create a second table from this spot down to this spot. Okay, so I'm going to delete these first tables off. Yep, I think I'm okay with this. So I'll take this off. I'll take this off. Now I'll take my line tools. I'll create a guide from this spot. I'll create a guide from this spot. Then I'll create another guide from this spot. Okay, then I'll create another guide from this spot. Then you have the last spot there. So you could just decide to expand this line to touch the ending since it's the last. Okay guys, so you see, this is the title. We're going to redo this stuff because the site analysis, being the site plan, is always bigger than the rest. So we're going to do this again. So you're going to label this. I'll create a copy of this. I'll come down to this place. You can either put site plan, increase the front a bit, caps lock. Either you put site plan or you put site analysis, whichever way you want it. So you can see guys, we have the first column is about the client, The second column is about your company. Then the third column is still about you. Then lastly is the join sheet title, being the site plan. Then the scale of the land. This is the scale of the land. If you check your survey plan, you're going to see the scale of the land. If it is 1:500 or 50. So this is sheet number. So after you've done this, we are through with this sheet number 1 and this sheet number 2. So save your project. Always remember to save your project. So we're done with sheet number 1 and sheet number 2. So let's look for sheet number 3. Let's close this first. So we'll go to sheet number 3. Okay, let me check sheet number 3. Let's go. Let me open it. Sheet number 3 is loading. Okay, sheet number 3 is the ground floor plan. That's sheet number 3. So I'll come back here. Okay, hold on. So guys, after this, okay, sorry, something came up here. Let's drag this a bit. Let's drag this. Let's push it a little bit further. Then let's create a guideline between both walls, because these are different stuffs. So let's create a guideline here. Okay, now it's 003 we are going for. 003. That's the ground floor. Let me create a zoom. This is the ground floor. So this is what we're going to be working on right now. The ground floor, that's the next thing. So you come here. You know, we already have our ground floor. Okay, I think I don't like this method. Should I change it? Let me change this method I use here. Let me take this off. Let me see what I use here. Okay, I use this. So let's pick a line tools. Let's create a new method here. Okay. Okay, so I'll pick my field tools. I'll create this here. And I'll create this here. Okay, let me create a copy of it. First, I need the test tools. Okay, caps on X. That should be on black, I think so. Yeah. So let's change this to black. Let's change it to black. Okay. So bring it down a bit, create a copy of it, move it this way. I think I like this than the first one. Okay guys, so now the next thing I want to do right now is my ground floor. I've completed all my detailing. You can see my ground floor is set. Make sure your dimension is complete and is okay. Then all your detailings are okay. Your foundation layout is well set. Then you need to prepare the ground floor. Now to prepare that, this stuff we have here could be bigger. It's bigger because we have more, the site analysis is wider than that. So we only need to copy this your stuffs off. Copy these stuffs you got here. Copy this your stuffs off. Sorry, I really need to copy the line. Copy all the stuffs off. Okay, take them off because this one is wider. But the next one you're going to do, you'll be using this one without changing anything anymore. So let's just drop it here first. Okay, this is where we're going to group it. Let's drop it here. So we'll pick our line tools again. We'll change it to the rectangular format. Then we'll create a line here. Create a line here. Create a line here. Okay. Create a line here. You know the way we do it, you move this upward, you move this stuff upward to this spot, bring it down a bit. Okay, now we have it here. Okay, so let's drag this a little bit this way. Let's drag this here, then let's bring this here a little bit. Okay, then let's bring this here a little bit so the arrangement will be okay. Let's bring this here a little bit. Okay, so now what do we need? We need another line tools. Pick another line tools. We'll bring it here. Okay, so we drop it exactly here. Okay, perfect. Let's okay, so now what do we need? We pick a line tools again. We create a line border here, create a line border here. Okay, create another line border here, create another line border here. We'll create in another here. Then we're creating the final one here. We're creating the final one here. Now let's bring all this a little bit down. This is wrong. Let's take this to the spot. Okay. Let's bring this down a bit. Okay. Let's bring this down a bit to this. Okay, perfect. So the next thing, you take your line tools, change it to a single line. You create a line here to here, create another line here to here, create the last line here to here. You come down to the spot, you create a line here to here, then you create a division line here to here. Then you come to this drawing setting. You know, you need to change here. This is 003. This 003 being the third page. You change it. You come to site plan. This is ground floor. This is ground floor. This is ground floor. Ground floor. You can see very well. So this is the label section. This is the ground floor. Like it is. Let me show you. This is the ground floor plan. Like this here. So you could just add the plan. Let's say ground floor plan. Okay, now ground floor plan. Okay, let's drop this down a bit. Let's create more space between both. Okay, ground floor plan. So I'll come here because I want everything to be on the same level. This thing is not bold enough. This thing is not bold enough. I'll increase the boldness. I'll change it right up to black. Okay, then I'll drag to fitting. I'll move this to the spot. I'll create a copy of it because I want everything to be the same. So I'll paste it here. I'll edit to ground floor plan. Ground floor plan. Okay, you can see very well. I have it there. Now you can see that my first of all, save your project please. Now you can see first of all, this is page 1. This is page 01. Not actually, we have 2 page being the using design, the elevation, but from after the elevation you're doing the architectural job. This is page 1. This is page 2 being site analysis. You know, we have gone through how to do all this calculation. Then this is page 3. This is page 3, ground floor plan. This is page 3. You can see very well all dimensions are okay. So dimension your project very well. Make sure your dimensions are okay. Make sure your dimensions are okay. Then make sure all your label are okay as well. So 03 is done. 03 is done. Now we'll be using this layout frequently, and we're just going to be editing the sheet number and the drawing sheet title. So for that, we're going to create a copy of this slide. We're going to group this. We're going to group this. We'll group this. Then so I can be able to copy it, because we won't be doing it every time. So that's group is set to be used. So let's go back. Let me come back. Now we have 04. Let's check what we have on 04. We have 04. Let's see that is opening. Okay, 04 is the door layout, doors and window schedule. Sometimes it's not necessary to do all this part, but sometimes it's necessary depending on who you're doing the job for. Some people always ask for these details, so we're going to be doing the door and window schedules. So first of all, we'll come back to this. We'll create a copy of this. We already have this. We'll duplicate this because this is what we're going to be working with. We'll paste it here. Okay, so I come to this spot. Now this is what I will be working on. You need to go to the 3D. This is where you can get a copy of those things. Now let me come back to this so you understand very well. You see, this doors and windows schedule, it means that the type of windows, let's start with the window, the type of windows you use in creating this design and their sizes. If you have like 7 windows with different sizes, you have to indicate them and indicate their numbers. Now you can see I have a label of plan. These are doors. I have a doors of 1.2 meter. Let me zoom it up so you understand very well. I have a door of 1.2 meter. You can see, still creating a zoom for them. Okay, you see I have a door of 1.2 meter by 2.1 meter. Then I have a door of 0.900 by 2.2 meter. Then I have a door of 750 millimeter. You can see that everything is indicated here, and this is the number. The 1.2 meter I have single of it, then the 0.9 meter I have 10 of it, then the 0.3, the 0.750 I have 6 of it. Then the same thing with the window, so you have to put all these things in order. Everything here has to be in order. So first I'm going to copy this because I don't need to retype it. I'll copy it, then it's for you guys to go through it. I'll copy it. I'm coming, hold on. 03, 04. I'm coming. So I'll create a copy of it, then you guys will just like go through it. Okay, let me create a copy. So I'll come here. Now let me just paste what I copied first before we continue our explanation. Hold on. Okay, nothing so special. So if I had known, I wouldn't have copied, but well, it's cool though. Now let's go. You come to the elevation. This is where you can get those things. You come to the elevation because all 4 sides are showing. Now you can see that I have this window and this window is not the same, and I'll just pick this window. I'll pick this window. You can see very well. I'll pick this window, then I'll pick this window. I think that's the 2 windows I have on this layer. So I'll create a copy of it. I'll bring it somewhere here. Yeah, I will need it. I'll paste it here. Then I'll come back to this part. The other part of it, I have another window here. You can see I have this same window here, and which is similar to the first window. So we're going to check that on dimension later. Then I'll pick the toilet window. This is the toilet window. Then I'll come down to the other part. You can see I have another window here. So I'll pick this window to be sure that all my windows that I've been picking are of the same size. So I'll come here to the back side, then I guess all the windows here are the same. So but I'll just try to pick another one to be sure I'm on the right space. So I'll create a copy of it, then I'll bring it here. Okay, now what do I need? The door. I need the door. This is where it's going to be a little bit difficult because I've closed the program. I need the door. So I have to reopen the program to get to the door. Like the real design I designed, I have to reopen it in order for me to get the door, because if I don't do it, I can't get the door. But in a situation like that, if you still don't want to do it, I'll just come to my east elevation. Okay, I'll allow everything to load. Okay, I'll allow everything to load. I still can't get it there, so I'll bring this here. Okay, now I have one door here, so I'm going to copy this door. I got one door here first. This 750 door, I have it here, so I'll copy it. Okay, I'll paste it here. Wrong copy. go back to the east again. Come back here. Okay, you see it's only taking one side. Okay, I've got him. So I'll copy this, I'll come here. Always remember to save your project. I'll paste it here. Okay, I have one door now, this one door, but I'm still having 3 doors here, so I have a lot of place to go. I'll go here. Okay, so I've gotten one door. Let me look for, I'm looking for this entrance door and this room door. I've gotten the toilet door, so let me look for how to get that. Let me go to SAT if I can get it there. Okay, I think I can get the entrance here. This is the entrance door, so I'm going to pick it. I'll create a copy of it. Okay, I'll come back to my ground floor. As usual, you paste it. You paste it there. Okay, now remaining one door. Ouch, I did a wrong copy. Let me go back. Okay, this column is blocking it. There's a problem with it. Since there is a column there, you can't create that copy very well. So which means we have to do some kind of drag out. Let's go back to the ground floor. Let's do something, because you really need to get all these doors. See, these doors are very, very important. You need to get all these doors. So let's come back. Here's my, okay, this is what I'm doing. So I'm going to bring this door here. I'm going to like assume I'm going to build a fake wall here. So I'll put this door here so I can be able to copy it. Then I'll bring in this room door here so I can be able to copy it as well. Let me get one room door. Okay, I'll bring this here so I can be able to copy it as well. So I'll paste it there so I can have the two. Now let me check this window sizes. Let me check this window sizes. This is 900. Okay, then this is supposed to be 1.2. Okay, this is 902. I'm supposed to have 1.2 window here. I'm supposed to have 1.2 window because a single window of 900 is pretty bad. So I'm going to change this. I'm going to change this to 1.2 because it's just a single window. So we're going to recopy that. Okay, I'm going to look for it and copy it. I'll change this again to 1.2. Okay, change this to 1.2. Hold on, I'll change this to 1.2. Okay, then this single window too is still gonna be 1.2. Always use 1.2 for your single windows. All your single windows go to 1.2 meter. So I'll change this again to 1.2. Sorry for that, guys. I'm just trying to fix something. Okay, now I have 3 doors and I bring that 2. So let me go back to the start so I can be able to get that. Okay, these are the doors without any blockage. Okay, so I'll create a copy of it. I'll come here. Okay, here are you. Okay, so I'll paste it here. Perfect. So I'm gonna delete this. Then let me look for the window. The new window I just edited is the east. Okay, I got it here. So I'll put a copy of this. Now guys, you can see I've copied the things that I know that are differ on my project. I've copied it. I'll show you. Let me bring it here first. Okay, so let me fix this wall. Let me fix this wall that I messed up. Okay, I'll take it back. Let me fix it first. I'm coming, guys. Okay, so let me fix this too. Okay guys, I've gotten it. So now let's work on it. Okay, now the next thing we need right now is this. I already brought all this, so I'm just gonna move them to fit in. I already have all this. Let me show you. These are the diagrams, labels, descriptions, numbers of required windows, stuff like that. So we'll go back here. You pick your test tools, because you'll be needing it. You pick your test tools, you go to diagrams, labels, descriptions. Okay, these are all the same thing, or better still, you're not going to understand this. Let me delete this, so work it afresh. Okay, let's work it afresh. So let's look from what we have here. So we need diagrams right now. That's what we need to bring out. We'll take our test tools. Let's take our test tools here, create a copy of it, then paste it here. Then let's put in diagrams, caps lock, or caps lock. Let's put in diagrams. Okay, it's better this way. You're gonna understand it this way than if I just copy and paste that. Okay, so I'll create a line 2 here. You drop it. Perfect. You take this a little bit up at center. So now the diagrams, let's see what's next. Okay, now we're working the door part of it. This is the door part of it. So we'll pick all the doors. The doors that I have here. I'll bring the doors here. First, I have to move them to their respective bodies. I'll put here. I'll bring this here to the spot. Okay, then I'll look for the smaller door. This is smaller door. I'll move it here. I'll put it here. Okay, I have to label these doors. So I'll go to my dimension. I'll create a label of it. I'll pick all our edges. I'll create a dimension for this door. This to let the site engineer know what he needs to do. Sorry, I pick it with the frame. I have to take out the frame. These are trying to tell the site engineer that this is what I have on ground and this is what you have to work with. So without this, you can't get it done. This door is supposed to be 1.2 meter. I think I've copied it wrongly. It's supposed to be 1.2 meter. Let's look for the error, guys. Hold on, I'm with you guys. Let's look for the error. I like fixing errors so you don't mess up your project. This is 1.2 meter. So how come my copy is wrong? Let me bring this stuff back. Then let me go to the west. Hold on, guys. This is supposed to be 1.2 meter. Let me check something. On frame is giving me above 1.2 meter. Let me check something again. Hold on. 166. Let me look for it. 177. Where is the error coming from? There's an error somewhere. Why is the door not picking what it has to pick? Hold on. I'm gonna fix this. 122. Door settings. 1.2 meter. Go into this. Okay. Okay, hold on. Trying to know why I'm having that error on that door. Okay, let me check something. There's something I'm looking for. I don't want to edit the frames. It's supposed to be 300. Let me first set this to 300. Okay. Now let me check something. I'll pull it back. So let's take it back. Let's take it back. Now guys, this is what we're gonna do. We'll come this way. Let's look for it. Okay. Now let me check something. I don't know why I'm having that stuff here. I'm coming, guys. I'm trying to fix something. I'm trying to fix something. 1, 2. Okay, I think I got it. Let's check something. One, two. Okay, this is the external frame of the door. That's what is giving us the issues. So we're going to pick the 1.2 meter from here. 1.2 meter. Okay, this is a 1.2 meter. Come in, let me check something. So I'll pick my dimension. I'll drop it here. 1.2 meter to the spot. Okay, so let me see the height of the door. If the height is still tampered with, but the height was supposed to be okay, it's still tampered with. So which means I'll pick my height to 0. Pick my height to 0. Come this way. Let me check something. Two to 1. Take all this off. I'll come here. The height of my door from this level is 2.1 meter. So you're going to put it 2.1 meter. That's the height of the door. 2.1 meter by 1.2. Okay, 1.2. Now this is the height of the door. This is the frame of the door. So okay guys, perfect. Let's do it this way. We'll create this. We'll come here. So we'll pick our dimension tools. We'll pick this. We'll pick this. Then we indicate it here. 1.2 meter. We'll pick our dimension tools again. Put it here. We indicate it here. 2.1 meter. So we'll come here. Come to the next door. Let's check the next door if there is still movement of that. There's still. So come here. We'll create the height of 2.1 meter here. Okay. Then we'll create here 900 millimeter. Then we'll bring it down again. Okay. So pick our dimension tools again. We dimension this door. Dimension this door. Then we'll do the same thing here. Come to this spot. Pick. We'll put it here. Let's bring it down a bit. It's too upward. Okay. Now we'll come to the next door, pick our line tools as usual. We'll create the height of 2.1 meter, then the width of 750 millimeter. The width of 750 millimeter. 750 millimeter. Come here, paste it there. Okay, dimension this, paste it there. Dimension this, paste it there. Okay, now you see we have it. Let's check the next one. Now label of door is the next. So come here, we'll bring this down, put it, labels. Is it on caps? Should we use capital letter? Okay, everything is on capital letter, so we're going to put it labels of doors, labels of doors. Let's reduce the front a bit. Okay, hold on, the front is reduced and it's out of boldness. Label of plan, sorry, it's label of plan, not doors. Plan, not doors. So we reduce it a bit. Okay, paste it here. Label of plan. So after label of plan, we have the D1, that's door 1, door 2, and door 3. So we'll come here, pick our test tools. Let's create a copy of it. So we'll put it here. Door 1, let's increase the front a bit. Door 1. So we have door 2 here. Then we have door 3 here. You can see it. We have door 3 here. Okay. Now let's see, what do we have next? A line. Let's duplicate this line downward. Okay, perfect. So what's the next? We have number descriptions. Let's go for description first. So descriptions, let's create a copy of this and paste it here. Descriptions, you're going to put it descriptions. Okay, descriptions. Now you see we have foreign made double door, foreign made single door, and foreign made single door. Now this part, now let me copy this and bring this here. Now the entrance, this part now means it's trying to tell you, explain the kind of doors you want to use. Are you using wood doors? Are you using local doors? Or are you using foreign made doors? You can see here I use foreign made doors. You understand? So which of the doors are you using? That is what this place is trying to tell you. Foreign, come in, hold on. Yeah, foreign made door, foreign made double door. That's what this place is trying to tell you. Foreign made double doors. So you need to know what you're doing. This has to be small letter. This has to be small letter. Foreign made double door. Foreign made double door. That's what we have here. Then the next thing is foreign made single door. Yeah, foreign made double door. Sorry. Foreign made double door. Let me expand this. Let me put this here. It's too big. Change the boldness to black. Move it down a bit. Okay. let's bring this down. Okay, put it there a bit. Okay, now let's create a copy of this single door. Let's create a copy of this single too now. Foreign made single door. So right here, you know, some toilets, some people use aluminum door, Amaco doors, you can use glass door, you can try to use whatever. So whatever doors you're using, indicate it here. If you want to use wooden door, indicate it here. That is the meaning of these descriptions. So if you're using a wooden door of the entrance, or you're using a local made welded door at the front, you indicate it here. So whatever doors you're using, that is what you have to indicate on this place. Like most of my design, this particular place, I use panel doors on them, panel doors. So foreign made panel doors. So depend on what you want to use. I'm using foreign made single door right now. So this is all you need to know about this. So I'll bring this down to the spot. Okay, let me check the next. The next is number required. That's what this place means, numbers required. So I'll bring this, I'll create a copy of this, I'll bring it down. Okay, so I'm going to put numbers required. Numbers required. So I'll bring this down. Let me check. Okay, it's on black. So now we already know that the entrance is 2 doors. I think I have 2 doors here. I have one here, I have one here. That's this part is 2. So I'm going to have 2 here, 2 numbers here. I'll come here. Then the room doors, I have to go and count. This is where you count your room doors. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, let's say 1, 2, 3. This door, I'm going to use 750 millimeter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 numbers of this. I have 9 numbers of this. 9. Okay. Now I'll come here. I'll check for my toilet. I have 1 toilet. I'm using the same toilet door here. That's 1, 2, 3, 3, 3. Okay. 3, 4, 5. Then 6. I have 6 numbers of this. I have 6 numbers of this. Got a copy of it. I have 6 numbers of this. Okay, 6. Now you can see this is being done perfectly. So I'm gonna create a copy of it. First, let me move these windows out so I don't need it. So this is done now. So I'm gonna create a copy of it. So I'll create a copy of this, because the first one is for windows. Now I want to do the dimensions. I want to do the one for doors. The first one is on doors, so right now I want to do the ones for window. So it's a windows one I want to work on right now. So let me bring this down a bit. Okay, so I'll bring my windows. I'll take the first window that is bigger. I'll bring it here. I'll paste it. I'll look for my next window. I'll bring it here. I'll paste it. I'll look for the second window. I'll bring it here. I'll paste it. Then I'll look for the last window, because since I have 4 windows on this job. Ouch, my bad. I have to copy that toilet window. So let's go back. Let's go look for toilet window to copy. Okay. Let's go look for toilet window to copy. Okay, 500 with a height of 650 millimeter. So let's paste it here. Let's paste what we just copied here. Okay, let's bring this somewhere here first because we need adjustments. Now we need to adjust this near backward a bit, then adjust this to backward a bit, then bring this down to this. Okay, so let's confirm our dimensions first so we know if we're still gonna work on what we used to work on. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we're gonna work on it too, so we'll bring this down. Let's check the other layout. Okay, this is okay, so this is okay here. We don't need to work on it, we just dimension it. 1350 by 1.2 meter. Come here. I don't know why that door didn't enter, so that's the reason. Some could enter. So you come here, you label this 900 9 millimeter, same height. Okay, that's kitchen window, 1.2 meter, 350. You come here, you take this, .03 because it's a single window. Come here, paste it here. Okay, always remember to save your project, guys. Always remember to save your project. So I'll dimension this again. I'll pick this, pick my dimension tools. Okay, this part is very important. If you're creating a design for a company, you're supposed to indicate all these things. It helps the site engineer to know what is doing on ground. So after that, after this, you need to come to your labels of plan. That's a window. This window is no longer D, so you need to change it to W. That's window sign. You bring this to this spot, you edit this, changes to window as well. You bring this here to this spot, changes to window. Okay, you create a copy of this to the spot, change it to 4. That's window 4. Okay, you have 4 types of windows. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do right now is the description of it. We're using one thing, we are using one description, so you can be saying windows for this and window for that. So we're just going to be using one window. We're going to use one window for this. So that is, let's say you come to this spot, you take all this off, you take all this off, you move this to the center. This is aluminium, we're going to be using aluminium profile. So you come here, we're going to type in anodized, sorry, we're going to type in anodized aluminium. Anodized aluminium, that's what we're going to be typing here. Okay, aluminium casement window. So you can decide to use, are you using casement or structural or whatsoever the client is using. Casement windows is what you're going to put here. If you are using sliding, you put it sliding windows. If you're using structural, you put it structural windows, and that is all. So you come here to the spot, you go to count the type of windows. The way you counted for the doors, same way you counted for the windows. So now let's look for 1.2. We have 1, we have 2. 1.2 windows is just 2 of it. So I'll come here, I'll take my 1.2. I have the 2 already, so that is perfect for it. I have the 2 for my 1.2. So I'll check for my 900. Let me look for my 900. This 1 2 1 2 3 4 4 5 6 7 8 9. I have that at 9, so I'm going to paste 9 here. Okay, tallies 2. So I'll bring this here, I'll create a copy, paste it here. Okay, I'll move this to this spot a bit. Now what am I looking for? Window 3. Window 3 is 03 millimeter, 0300. So let me look for window 3. That's the design windows 1 2 3 4 and 5. So I have window 3 to be 5, so I'm going to put it there 5. Window 3 is 5. Okay, then the last one is the toilet window. That's window 4. Window 4. I have 1 2 3 4 5. I have 5 toilets, so I'm going to go to, I'll put this here, window 5. I'm going to indicate it here, 5 numbers. So guys, you can see now I have this. Let me check something. Okay, let me check something. Okay, now you can see we now have all our dimensions on the window. This is the window and door schedule. So what you need to do right now, you don't need to edit this part anymore. Neither do you need to edit this part. Neither do you need to edit this part. All you need to do is the door, the drawing sheet title, and the sheet number. Now this is door and windows, doors, these doors and windows, these doors and windows schedule. Then sheet number 4. Sheet number 4, you can see it's sheet number 4, I think so. Yeah, sheet number 4. So you see guys, once again, you're welcome to this channel, and please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, because our next class is going to be on let's say sheet number 5. Let me open it so you're going to see it very well. This is going to be our next class coming up soon. Sorry for the long break. This is going to be our sheet number 5. Sheet number 5 is our next class. Always turn on to this channel, hit the like button, support me anyhow you can, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, share our classes to people who may need it out there, and don't forget, whatever you want us to teach, just indicate it on the comment section. If you get to this end spot, just click on the like button so I know you get here. Thank you guys. Don't miss out our next class coming up soon for the sheet number 5. We've gotten sheet number 1, sheet number 2, sheet number 3, and number 4. So our next class is going to be sheet number 5, and trust me guys, because of how important this means to some of you guys, I'm going to be bringing it sooner, and I'm thinking about working up a live class soon. So maybe one of these days we're going to schedule some kind of, even if it is 30 to 1 hour time, to go live. And that my live class, you're going to turn on your system, everybody's going to turn on their system, then I'm going to use my phone cam to go through it. So we're going to be working together live as a team. So guys, I love you guys. You guys means a lot to me, and don't forget to support my channel any way you can. Thank you guys. One love.